2nd and 8. Finley from the pocket. Launches, and it's picked off at the 35-yard line. Returned back inside the 20 by Keon Sabb. Transfer from Michigan, who started the national championship game a year ago. Jam Miller out here on 2nd down and 6 and go empty with Milroe. Western Kentucky bringing some pressure. It's a design run, and Milroe into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's pull a couple of guards, get them out in front. We'll go Roberts, we'll go Booker. And Jalen Milroe with a big path to the end zone takes it to the house. Tied on the scoreboard for the first time.
They also lost to the draft Dallas Turner and Chris Braswell as edge rushers. Finley has time, fires over the middle, another interception. It's Sabb again, his 2nd pick already. Back to the 40, stays in bounds, down the sideline. And finally, on a play, Keon Sabb in his Alabama debut. But then went on a run, winning 10 straight until losing in the college football playoff. Milroe with everybody covered on the run, then throws it the last second to Law inside the 10 and into the end zone for another Bama touchdown. Milroe taking a shot downfield. My goodness, wide open. Ryan Williams, the true freshman, taking it to the house. 84-yard touchdown.
And a 5.25 pitch, slightly less than UPenn.
Correct. Slightly less. What do you mean? Significantly less. Another flag down. There goes Milroe past the 30. Milroe past the 40. And finally out of bounds. But will it come back? Alabama's already been penalized 6 times. Here's Jam Miller. Through a brace at the 30. Miller turns on the Jets. Inside the 10. Diving for the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
Second straight good run by this offense.
And here's Haynes again with great speed. Haynes might be gone. Inside the 40, inside the 30, 20, inside the 10. Haynes all the way for a touchdown. An 85-yard run for Justice Haynes.
Go for yet another drive here late, up 5 scores.
Milroe to the air this time. Surveying, throwing it, and completing it to Ryan Williams. And Williams breaks a tackle. Williams, his 2nd touchdown.
Go for yet another drive here late, up 5 scores.
Milroe to the air this time. Surveying, throwing it, and completing it to Ryan Williams. And Williams breaks a tackle. Williams, his 2nd touchdown.
Remarkable stat.
Ty Simpson in the game at quarterback. Very talented sophomore from Martin, Tennessee. Here he is on the run and right on cue. Throwing a strike to Kobe Prentice. And a gain of about 15. And here's Simpson keeping it. Pretty good athlete. Inside the 10. And got tripped up as he dove for the end zone, but stepped out of play as he stumbled. For Simpson. Hill runs into an offensive lineman, but keeps the feet moving. Waiting for the signal. In. Touchdown, Alabama. 55-0. Pre-snap shifting. Stumbling, but keeping his balance is Simpson, and into the end zone for another Bama score.
1st and 17 after the penalty. Milroe over the middle, he gets it complete.
Dangerous with his legs, but you see Bernard doing a nice job, just finds the soft spot in the zone over the middle of the field.
Milroe, design quarterback run, utilizing the speed, the blocks, and into the end zone goes Jalen Milroe.
Right guard Jaden Roberts right here. He's going to pull outside and get a pancake block right there, and that just opens up the field for Jalen Milroe to get outside, use his speed.
2nd and 17. Milroe with time, drives the ball complete to Bernard, and that's a first down, Alabama.
On the throw, beautiful timing. We've seen the Washington transfer, Jeremy Bernard. He's done some damage.
Milroe. Easy pitch and catch with Prentice, and a first down, Alabama. 3rd down and 4. Milroe is going to try to run it himself. A lot of traffic, but he breaks free. Jalen Milroe. A 5-yard touchdown run. His 2nd of the night. Just a 1-point margin. Jalen Milroe, where he's most dangerous, splitting defenders and getting ahead for a first down. Why not just do that? You're looking at me like Jesse.
It's not hard.
Milroe back to pass. Drives the ball complete inside the 5 and into the end zone. Goes Kobe Prentice. Second and 3. Miller again. Here he goes. Jam Miller past midfield. Milroe gets it out quickly, goes to Williams. Ryan Williams. Look at this kid, 17 years old and on top of the world. The prodigy, the youngest player in major college football, does it again.
Press man coverage all game. This time, Paco Austin's giving Ryan Williams 10 yards of cushion. So easy decision by Jalen Milroe. Did you see the first 5 yards by Williams after he caught the ball?
Miller, as he goes past midfield, cuts back inside the 20, keeps his balance and seals it. Jam Miller. A 56-yard touchdown run. And for the 2nd year in a row, they play this kind of a muddled game that was grabbing everybody's attention looking at the scoreboard. As once again, the running game of Alabama is going to make this game look like nothing we covered for most of it, as Justice Haynes brings it right in, a 29-yard touchdown.
So people at home are like, where was this offense for the first, I don't know, 50 minutes of this game?
Milroe, empty backfield. Milroe fires up the sideline. Caught, touchdown. Woo! Ryan Williams, the 17-year-old, 31 yards. In the backfield with him. Here's Jam. Jam Miller. Jam Miller, touchdown, Bama. 34 yards.
And what it does is it sets up Milroe eventually being able to pull that and keep it himself later.
Now a downfield shot looking for Henderson, coming back and making the catch. Emmanuel Henderson hasn't made a big impact this season until that deep shot. Pressure comes. Milroe escapes. Jalen Milroe flashes the strength and the speed and makes a positive play out of a near disaster. Milroe around left end. Touchdown, Alabama. What an opening drive as they overcome their mistakes and draw first blood. On 3rd and 5, and now Miller motions to the near side. Milroe looking for him on a wheel route on a dime. The Tide
Another 3rd and long for Georgia.
Tide showing pressure, and they bring it. Ball out quickly. It is intercepted. Picked off by Damani Jackson, the transfer from USC. And it's gone from bad to worse in a hurry for the Dogs.
And when you see 7 guys like that, you know you got to get the ball out quickly. See how quickly they get in? You got to get the ball out. How about the job by this corner? What a play.
Haynes to Milroe's left. Bernard comes in motion, gets the football, gets a block on the edge, turns the corner, touchdown Tide, 3 for 3. Need about a half yard here on 4th. Milroe, keeper. First down and more. Tight roping down the sideline. Touchdown. Unbelievable start for Milroe in this offense. 36-yard lightning strike.
Is going to catch Jalen Milroe into the end zone.
Too strong, too fast, too poised. Pass to the far right, empty backfield. 3-man rush. Beck surveys, throws it right to Alabama. It's picked off by Jahad Campbell. A disastrous turnover just when the Dogs had momentum. The 2nd for Beck tonight.
But he's got to be able to clear the linebacker. That's a tough throw with a safety also in the middle of the field. Throws it right. Georgia's zone defense just sitting nicely, the freshman.
And now the freshman goes down the middle. Williams bobbled and caught. And the incredible start for this prodigy continues. He made that an adventure. 18 minutes of this game. A lot tougher now. They bring some pressure. Milroe right down the middle. Threw it behind Cole Adams, but he went down and got it, and they do convert. There's a lot of calm and command from Milroe at the start of this game. He's got to have it right now. And they take a downfield shot. And the catch is made. It's Ryan Williams, still spinning free. Touchdown, Alabama. They answer in one play. 75 yards for the 17-year-old. Are you kidding us?
He pulls it to the corner and in with ease. 1-yard touchdown run, Jalen Milroe. Interviews during the combine. He keeps it and does it in smart fashion as Milroe breaks free and gets out of bounds at the 13-yard line.
In off the edge and absolutely blows Jam Miller up. And as soon as that happens, it's not just making quick decisions, Joe, throwing the football like we've seen. You got to do it in the run game.
1st and goal. Haynes into the end zone. Touchdown, Tide.
And the thing is, because of Jalen Milroe's running ability, then when you hand it off,
is out on the field. 6:14 remaining in the 3rd, and the first time we see him in this 2nd half as he gets it complete to Cole Adams, who kept his balance and goes for more.
Like at this point right here, he's spinning out of it.
Watch the knees on a defender's body.
Wow.
And such awareness to just roll over. 1st and goal. Milroe with blockers in front. Milroe into the end zone. That is a touchdown, Alabama. Don't worry about what you're seeing in the end zone. That's a touchdown, Tide. And Alabama retakes the lead.
Brailsford, let's get our right guard. Roberts out in front. We're kicking dudes outside, and Milroe pays it off with the touchdown. Bama back on top by 1 point. Dad loves it.
Against unranked South Carolina. 3rd down and 10. Milroe back to pass. Wants more than 10, and he's got it. Touchdown, Jeremy Bernard. Oh my, Jalen Milroe. Way to do it there. Sellers, is there some magic in his arm? Intercepted. Damani Jackson, who left the game injured, came back and is going to put an end to it right here.
awesome stuff. Just awesome. How great is the SEC on a day like this?
A manageable third down now for Milroe, and the Tide from the 41-yard line. Blitz up the middle. It's picked up. Milroe resets and fires a strike for a first down. Ryan Williams the catch.
I think he's definitely empowered Jalen. He's played very confident football as well.
Williams got blasted in the back, but he held on. Miller, the running back. Milroe for Williams. This time they complete it. A juggling catch for a touchdown. With Ricky Gibson in coverage.
He doesn't locate the football. There's a nice route by Ryan Williams to give himself just a little bit of time and create against this pass rush, but he's very comfortable in this offense.
Throws deep into coverage, and his first throw of the afternoon is intercepted by Malachi Moore with a lot of running room across the field. Still on his feet and out of bounds near the 35. 23-yard gain. Iamaliava running out of time, hit as he throws, intercepted. Another huge mistake. Play fake by Milroe. Throws, open receiver. Jeremy Bernard inside the 10.
And a great throw.
Poised to take the lead, and they do. A walk-in touchdown for Justice Haynes.
Fucking go! Fucking go! Let's go!
Play action. Milroe on first down. A chance to drive the ball downfield, and he does so to Jeremy Bernard.
And move on game to game or move on play to play, and that's what DeBoer wants to see more of out of Milroe.
2nd and 12. Complete. That is Jeremy Bernard again as he's down to the 12-yard line. A good ball from Jalen Milroe. Facing a 3rd and 6. His first pass attempt of the day. And it is intercepted. Malachi Moore. Moore on the return. Malachi Moore picks off Drew Pine. What a tough spot to come into for Pine. That's when I think they're at their best. When they just settle into the quarterback runs with Jalen Milroe. Just keep it simple. Could be a free play here as he goes downfield and he connects with Henderson inside the 5. Smart to take the strike by Milroe. And Jalen Milroe with the strike moments ago. They are knocking on the door, Jordan.
Great job knowing he's got a free play and a massive pass downfield to Emmanuel Henderson to put Bama right in range of a touchdown.
Threw an interception on his first pass attempt, and now that sets up Bama for this. Jam Miller, touchdown Alabama. Second and 8. Steps up in the pocket. This is where he's so dangerous, splitting defenders, gliding his way downfield, picks up a little bit of a shade block from the tight end and scoots out of bounds. And if you blink and you give him green grass, 32 yards later, Jalen Milroe.
This, look it up the middle, is actually a really good job by these two interior guys of kind of setting the pocket and not giving these huge rush lanes for Milroe. Watch this, it kind of squeezes, but he's just able to sidestep, get skinny, jump through the middle, and it's like a punt return once he gets into the open field like that. It's just unfair.
By the way, Milroe, look at the time he has, and he's able to connect with Dupree. And inside the 10-yard line, and it's 1st and goal, Alabama. Burks made the tackle. 2nd and goal. Quarterback run, a lot of traffic, so he changes directions and dives for the pylon and finds it.
Sure, he stays in, left foot in, right foot goes out, but I believe maybe at the exact same time.
Pine downfield, field, and it's intercepted again. Bray Hubbard this time picks off Drew Pine. Really tight until 6.5 minutes to play when Alabama pulled away. 2nd and 7. Pine pressured, and he's picked off for a 3rd time. Quay Rusar this time. Drew Pine has thrown 3 interceptions. 20-0. Alabama. Milroe gets it out quickly to Ryan Williams, and look at Ryan Williams. He is so smooth at times, isn't he? Milroe 45 yards rushing. Of course, the great rushing touchdown we saw earlier. Jam Miller with a stiff arm to the edge and diving for the pylon. Touchdown, Alabama.
Really good block on the outside by Kendrick Law here, right at the goal line. Working on Clark, number 8. Had him locked up, and we're going to see it here from the progressive pylon cam. The block and then the finish by Jam Miller.
That's pretty awesome, isn't it?
That's cool.
There's the slant to Ryan Williams. As Williams takes it ahead for another chunk play for Alabama. Oh, Justice Haynes. That is a well-earned touchdown. Just delivering it. Johnson was sitting back thinking he's getting a tackle, and Haynes said, "Let me go steamroller on you." Listen to this.
Trevez Johnson had about a 15-yard head start going down.
Richard Young breaking loose, and here goes Richard Young past midfield before he's finally tracked down. Shamar McNeil finally got to him. That says it all.
Justice Haynes trying to drive those legs, dove near the goal line, and touchdown is signaled from the near side. So Justice Haynes caps off a drive that 8th play of this opening drive. It's a keeper. Milroe follows the back. Milroe explodes to the secondary. Race for the end zone. Touchdown, tied. What a start.
In 2 series.
2nd and 5. Milroe flips it back. It's a screen. And Miller has got some space, and he scoots down.
Really a big part of what they do here, because they're selling this to the field. And now look at this defense. Most of them are flying this way, and you end up just timing this up perfectly. Good job by Milroe being...
Justice Haynes trying to drive those legs, dove near the goal line, and touchdown is signaled from the near side. So Justice Haynes caps off a drive that...
Haynes just kept powering his feet. Somehow he gets underneath that defensive front. He ends up on the other side of it. They had him completely stoned at the line of scrimmage.
Crowd not convinced they saw the football break the plane.
Boom, the wet ball definitely affects the fumble there.
Now the Tide, Milroe keeper. Milroe, first down, Moore still running, and will scoot out of bounds at the 10.
Chester turning the wrong way, not seeing it.
Milroe, keeper all the way. Jalen Milroe, touchdown. Number 4 continues to be a nightmare with this LSU defense. Shades of last year. Slot right, Williams is the back. And Nussmeier across the middle, throw an interception. Deontay Lawson makes the pick. Milroe again, keeper. Jalen Milroe to the house. The hat trick, rushing touchdowns for the Tide quarterback. 19 yards there, and this is getting to be LSU trying to get off the field here. Both Haynes and Miller in the backfield. First time we've seen this look, and now Miller motions out. Milroe just takes off. Guess what? Quarterback run. Jalen Milroe to sprint. Number with his fourth rushing touchdown, 72 yards. A dagger to the Tigers' hopes, and Milroe.
They're going to end up motioning Miller out, and you can see a linebacker follow him. But when you follow him, see him pointing, little hesitation. Now look at that backside. Now that back that left is good. 22 is going to lead the way, picks up that safety, and now it's speed. I mean, that's 60 yards. He's just outrunning everybody on that element.
Snap a 14-game home winning streak. They've got 15 straight wins at night coming in here. Kelly's first loss in a home night game, and that's a much during the day. Indiana stayed unbeaten, hard-fought win over Michigan. Miami fell from the ranks of the unbeaten, losing to Georgia Tech. And Richard Young will just waltz into the end zone for a 6th rushing touchdown for Alabama tonight.
Goes under center for the first time. Hands it off to Ryan Williams, who turns the corner, steps on the gas. Touchdown, Alabama. Milroe play action, flips it. Ryan Williams makes a cut, scoots into the end zone. His 2nd touchdown in this first quarter. Trying to get something. Up in there. 3rd and 7. And it's intercepted, deflected at the line. It went right to Quay Russaw. And it's another Alabama takeaway.
Interception by Alabama will be first down.
Getting tested today. Milroe off his back foot, wide open, busted coverage. Robbie Oots, the senior, 44-yard touchdown. Pressure comes, Neubauer in trouble, throws, completes the pass for a Mercer first down to Roble. Ball comes out, Alabama has it. Zabian Brown with blockers in front of him. Brown takes it for a Crimson Tide touchdown. He throws a touchdown against him. Milroe trying to answer. Deep ball right on the money. Jeremy Bernard there to make the catch. 45-yard gain.
I'd like to see him get number 1 going.
He's yet to touch it. Pump and go. Milroe right on the money. Finds Bernard. Wrestled down just shy of the 20. Opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Milroe keeps it himself. Jalen Milroe dives in. This one will stand. 3rd and 11. Simpson in trouble. Rolls right. Buys himself some time. Going to tuck and run for the first down. How about that by Ty Simpson? So after the 2 incompletions, a 3rd and 15, and Simpson somehow gets out of the sack, plants his feet, throws downfield, and it's caught. What a play! Ty Simpson looking like Eli Manning in that Super Bowl. They hurry to the line, 1st and goal, punch it in. Richard Young, the touchdown. But the hero of that drive, Ty Simpson.
It's a deadly combination right there.
Mack taking a shot to the end zone. It's caught. Dropped it right into Rico Scott to cap off a 16-play Alabama drive.
Milroe has time, launches down the seam, and going up to make the catch is Jeremy Bernard. Part of the strength of this defense. Stout up the middle with Stutzman, and then those 2 safeties behind him. On 3rd and 10, Milroe from the pocket again delivers downfield, and this is Ryan Williams. Still running, Williams will score. An electric 41-yard touchdown with a brilliant freshman. In the end zone, Williams slot left. Check it down. One-handed grab made by Josh Cuevas, the tight end.
The fake to Jeremy Bernard. Milroe with some room outside. Milroe, touchdown! His parents, Quentin and Lola, celebrating their son's 18th rushing touchdown of this season, adding to his Alabama record for a quarterback. Milroe goes under center. Milroe keeps. Touchdown! His second of the day. 3rd and 10. They're 3 out of 5 on 3rd down. Milroe. Bernard runs into the catch. Beautiful throw by Jalen Milroe, the redshirt junior from Katy, Texas. Auburn blitzes. Well defended. Here's another throw to a tight end. Josh Cuevas.
For Kalen DeBoer.
Justice Haynes to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama. and 6, most wins, most games coached. Milroe. Touchdown, Jalen Milroe. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the day, and he reaches that 20. Simpson tied 30. This is a double pass. Hunter fires into a crowd. Intercepted. Picked off by Bray Hubbard. They went into the bag of tricks, and Alabama was not fooled. The only turnover was an interception thrown by the running back, Jarquez Hunter. Thorne again avoids the sack. Throws deep, and it's intercepted. Fairweather was open, but the ball hung in the air, and it's picked off.
Can Milroe and the Crimson Tide get it going? Hand off left side. No, it's a reverse. And a hurdle by Rico Scott across midfield. Beautiful run. Gets knocked out of bounds, but in Michigan territory. 2nd down and 7. Milroe in the pocket. Good protection this time. Throws wide open. Caught! Touchdown! Robbie Oates, the tight end. Not a lot of downside to stopping the clock. 3rd and 1. Milroe will keep it, and Jalen Milroe is going to bounce it right side. Get to the corner. To the 40. To the 50. Into Michigan territory. Well, there's your downside. Now the clock runs. They get it snapped quickly. Pressure coming. Milroe throws over the top and caught in stride. The cut by Bernard inside the 10. Late in the 2nd quarter. We'll see if they can keep that going here. Milroe, play fake. Milroe looking downfield, throws, and that one is caught by Bernard. Outside the 35. The whole feel of this game. That seems impossible. Orji flushed. Orji throws on the move, and it's intercepted! Intercepted!